I have never been to Disney World nor Disneyland. I don't plan on going to Disneyland or Disney World anytime soon. I personally, nor you, do not have to go to a Disney theme park set to ideas created by Disney to be a part of the Disney universe. Disney is the world's largest media company. Disney Company is perhaps the largest company in the world in regards to what you see, what you listen to, what you visit, and what you purchase. They own the major part of what you as a human being consume daily. Disney, once again, is the world's largest media company. I myself, as a consumer of the Disneyverse universe, believe that what I know and what my friends who have participated in Disney internships at Florida and California can tell you more than what most people who know about Disney Company can tell you about. I have also done extensive research about Disney itself and about Mr. Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, and what the head of the company is like. The CEO position at Disney Company is one of the biggest positions on the planet due to its high place of its company and is possibly the most sought out for position in the future for when Mr. Iger unfortunately passes, which we're not hoping or gunning that he passes, but it's inevitable. It's life. But when Mr. Iger does pass or he hands over his position, which is, as we'll speak on in a bit, is inevitable. To run Disney is to basically run the world of media. Disney is a worldwide mass media Fortune 500 company that has existed for almost 100 years. They've existed for almost 100 years, and according to the company website, Mr. Walt and Roy Disney founded Walt Disney Company, which was then at the time called Disney Brothers Cartoon Studio, in Burbank, California on October 16, 1923. Walt and Roy Disney began the company in order to distribute the comic Alice in Wonderland, which they wrote in Kansas City, Missouri. Again, you can find this on the Disney website. The company itself officially began off a contract with M.J. Winkler to fund Walt and Roy's Alice Comedies. Alice Comedies, as now you know, is called Alice in Wonderland. And it's a giant world of Disney, and it's just another part of what you know. According to the company website, Walt Disney Company became a publicly traded company by issuing their first stock and moving their studios officially to Burbank in 1940. Disney Company today is the leading international family entertainment and media enterprise worldwide, divided into 5 segments: media networks, parks and resorts, studio entertainment, consumer products, and interactive media. Some of the major brands that Disney and the names Disney owns are some that you consume daily, being ABC, ESPN, and all Disney parks and theme parks worldwide, Pixar, Marvel, print and film, the comics, and what Mr. Stanley puts on the big screen, or what he's responsible, Lucasfilm, History Channel, Vice Media, and many more. This is according to ScreenRant.com and WaltDisneyCompany.com. Now that we know a little bit about the Disney Company, let's talk a little bit more about the CEO position, which is currently held and ran by Mr. Bob Iger. According to Google, CEO is the Chief Executive Officer of the company, and it describes the most senior corporate officer or administrator or executive in charge of managing an organization. A report on the LA Times explains how the position of CEO for Disney is being currently, today, sought out for as Mr. Iger is about to step down. He's scheduled to step down in the year 2008, and so the major requirement for the Disney CEO position is experience and the ability to withhold all the brands attached to Disney. Credibility is a major requirement for this position. According to the analyst Anthony DiClemente, he said, to borrow a phrase, the best successor to Bob Iger may very well be Bob Iger, as the job has incredible challenges and the lack of an obvious internal candidate means Disney has nobody to replace him with, and sufficient experience at Disney. This is according to the LA Times. Mr. Iger is scheduled to step down in 2018, but if nobody is found for the position, it is likely his contract will be renewed. There is a short list of candidates, and most people on it have a lot of options, unfortunately. According to Daniel Miller of the LA Times, taking on the position, the CEO position at the Disney, is a much larger task than most companies worldwide, since it is more complex than its rivals and it has a much larger scope and size. Running 185,000 employees worldwide is not the easiest of tasks. Now that we know what it takes to be the CEO of a Disney company, we'll talk about the benefits and the good that come with being one of the most powerful heads of the company in the planet. Running the Disney company is a very sought after position, as running the company would being the head of all Disney employees and being the head of every brand Disney owns, and the sought after salary as well. According to Disney website, it explains how Disney reaches out to over 40 countries worldwide, both in guests and businesses. This is DisneyCompany.com. Disney has much prestige as it is recognized by, listen up, most reputable companies in both America and the world by Forbes magazine from 2009 to 2013. One of America's most admired companies by Fortune magazine from 2009 to 2013. One of the world's most respected companies by Barron.com from 2009 to 2013. One of the best places to launch a career by Businessweek magazine in 2010. And as Company of the Year by Yahoo Finance in 2013. This, you can find it listed in DisneyCompany.com. The current salary of Mr. Bob Iger, the current CEO, is estimated at around $44.9 million for the year 2015. You can find this on Bloomberg.com. As mentioned, right now there is a current struggle to replace Mr. Iger, as the company is a lot to handle and the responsibilities are massive. So in conclusion, what we learned and discussed about Disney Company itself as a corporation, the CEO position at the company itself, and the many benefits that are attached to having the currently sought out for position. We discussed all this, and now you know. You're welcome. You don't have to go to Disney World or Disneyland in California to visit the Disney universe. Maybe one day you work hard, you focus, you pay attention in school, you work up the employee and workforce ladder, you can even run Disney, the Disney universe. But for now, me, perhaps you, will all just be, ordinary citizens of the Disney world. We should all just enjoy our time here and have some fun.